Hey, hello everyone. So good evening. I think like it's been a long time since I have come to a live stream. So there is no special reason, just to interact with you people, because as I have crossed 10K recently, so I thought of coming into a live stream once and interact with you, because I have been receiving many questions from the past 2 to 3 months and haven't done a live stream so far. So that's the reason why I want to clear all the questions and answers, and I also give some updates which will be useful for you to carry. And first of all, thank you so much to each and every subscriber who made me reach 10K subscribers, because it was not possible without you. So even though I make content, I make regular content, but without your support, it is impossible to reach this milestone. So I don't say I can say 10K is a huge number, but still it's one of the important milestone for my creator journey. So the intention of I can say this live stream is simple. So I just want to interact with you, that's it. So there is no proper plan for me. So just thought of going with the flow, taking questions from you and answering, and if possible I will share some tips and things that might be useful for you, that's it. No, I can say no proper thing. So can anyone confirm me like whether my audio and video is fine or not? And someone telling video is not visible, is it true? Or let me check it again. Is it fine now? Because I have checked it and everything is good. I think is it fine now? Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. Maybe there is some technical glitch, so I'm adjusting it. So yeah, thank you everyone again for your wishes too. So can anyone confirm me whether I'm visible or not? Yeah, thanks for that. So before taking questions, like I just want to share a few things. So whether how you can actually utilize my YouTube channel for those who are already subscribed to my YouTube channel. So if you haven't utilized my channel properly, so that's the reason. It might be useful for you. So let me share my screen. So if you can see, so if you're new to my YouTube channel, or if you're someone who has recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, then how you can actually utilize. So in general, I make content on everything that an individual in 20s might need. So it might be related to your jobs, freelancing, career roadmaps, like how to get into a particular career, or passive income tips, online earning tips, and personal finance content, like how to manage your money, how to grow your money. So everything you might need in your 20s to become financially independent quickly. So that is the main intention. So the reason why I have started this channel is like, initially, like, I faced all these problems, so I searched for someone to guide me on this, but unluckily I haven't found one. So I thought of becoming a guide to at least few people with my personal experiences. So all the things that I make, all the content that I do in this channel are my personal experiences. So without my personal experience, I haven't made any video so far. So that is the reason why I strongly suggest people and my fellow mates to, I can say, go through my videos. So whenever I feel it will be useful for someone, I tell myself like, do this video or do this content. If you can see, there are various in the homepage itself. You will find various playlists, I can say. So in the first playlist is top things to know. So these are the things, irrespective of your branch, irrespective of your study, you need to know. That is the reason why I put this title, top things to know. And this is for everyone, not like only few individuals needs to know. No. So if you can see here, the book suggestions, job suggestion, top skills, top technologies, and everything, top passive income ideas. And the other thing, you can see career roadmaps here. So every career, whether you might want to become, I can say, a techie, pure software engineer, or web developer, or digital marketer. So whatever it might be, whatever the skill that is, you will get to know how to reach that particular thing. So if you want to study, if you want to become a web developer, how to become web developer actually. So you will find all those things under career roadmap section. So it's, you will find a roadmap for a particular thing, everything from A to Z. So that is the reason why I strongly suggest to have a look at career roadmaps, because one day or the other, you, it will be really helpful for you, because you will land into a particular career irrespective of what you study. But if you know, how to choose a particular career, how to master a particular skill, then it would be really great for you in the coming years. That's the reason why career roadmaps is one of the important playlists in my channel. And others see investing and personal finance. So you might know this statement, like, in India, rich are becoming rich and middle class and poor are becoming poor. There is a reason for that, because they are more personal finance, they have more personal finance awareness. The rich are good in that. That's the reason why they are becoming rich. And middle class and poor are, in general, they will not focus much time on personal finance. But if you can put some time on managing your personal finances, getting awareness on all the investment related things, then ultimately you can also become rich one day. That is the reason why personal finance is very much important. That is the only thing that differs rich from the poor. So that is the reason why I have added this playlist in my homepage. You can see various lessons here. And the other thing is passive income and freelancing. Every individual needs money, and if you have one or more income streams, then ultimately you can easily become financially independent. So there are various ways to earn money with your skills, or sometimes even without skills you can earn money, but the only thing is lack of awareness. If you are aware of all the opportunities, then ultimately you will land into a high paying job. And you can also earn as a side hustle. So pick some side hustles, or learn some skills to make use of all the money earning sites and all the stuff. So in this playlist I talk about different ways to earn money, and different proven ways. These are not like just I can say a clickbait kind of thing. So these are all proven things again. So you will get to know different ways to earn money. It might be a side hustle, or it might be a website which gives you some work, and in return they will pay you money, whatever it might be. But you will find different money earning ways. And some productivity, if you want to become productivity, if you want to kill your procrastination, then this playlist is useful for you. And you want to learn about cryptocurrencies, digital marketing, and you want to hear from some amazing leaders and CEOs, then there is a podcast, the Palaghat show. And if you are a college student, and if you want to master, I can say, interview preparation, and if you want to crack a company, whether it might be service based or product based, then in this interview mantra playlist, I have interviewed multiple people, multiple personalities, where they talk about their interview experiences and interview preparation guide. You will get to know all of this in this playlist. And I also gave some book summaries on productivity related or self help books. So this is in short. So cool, then like I will take some questions. So I hope like this small summary of my YouTube channel will really help you. So So I will take some questions. So if you have any questions, I can say you can drop in the live chat so that uh, I can answer your questions. So whatever it might be, so it might be related to your career, or it might be related to jobs, freelancing, internships, whatever it might be. So you can post your queries and I can answer. So Vinod is asking, congratulations on 10K, brother. Thank you, Vinod. So can you talk about the future of digital marketing? Of course, Vinod. So, digital marketing is undoubtedly the future technology. The reason why I said it's the future is because there are various things that are transformed in our, I can say, way that we live. So, take an example in 2000 or 2010. So, we don't have social media. We are not completely into social media. So, we use newspapers to get information. But nowadays we have social media. So, not everyone is reading newspapers nowadays. So, it has transformed with the way that we live. So in general, at the time of newspapers or before newspapers, I can say, so we only get news from radio or newspaper. That's the only way. So only few people have access to all the information. But with the evolution of social media, every individual now has the access to everything in the world. So now take an example of advertising. So in 2010 or 2015, in 5 years back, so the only way of advertising is by using television ads or by using banners in the roads, like it might be hoarding or it might be a just poster in the road. So take an example. So someone want to sell, I can say, or tell some example, like if someone want to tell a course, someone want to sell a course, so or there is a training institute, so and they want to advertise about their training institute, how they can actually do that if they use the traditional format, like by advertising in television or by putting hoardings on newspaper. So let's suppose they were training people on programming. So the training institute offers different programming courses. Let's suppose take an example of a ABC training institute. Let's name it as ABC. So they were providing different online courses or different offline courses, and they want to, I can say, they want to advertise about their institute. If they put hoardings on roads or near buildings, then everyone has the access to view that advertisement, but they have to pay a lot. But do you think every individual needs to I can see that advertisement? So if, let's suppose, if there is a 5-year-old kid, he don't need that advertisement because he is not going to training institute to learn programming. And if you consider a 40-year-old man or 50-year-old man, they don't need, right, they don't need that advertisement. There are only certain age group that actually they need. So but still they have to pay a lot. So it is applicable to television. So if you can see television ads, so even though it's something like, um, I can say, take an example of a shampoo for women. So but even men are able to see that advertisement because we don't actually need that, but still we are able to see that, and they will pay a lot for advertising about the brand. But what if there is an option to target certain group of people who they think are the target customers? So if a brand is selling their shampoo for women, and not every woman needs their shampoo, only women with age group 16 to 25 needs that, then what if they had the choice to target only people from 16 to 25? Then it saves them a lot of cost, and like there will be good returns too because they were targeting the right people. And what if there is a scope for them to target people on certain places? So if they believe that only people from cold places or cold living in hill stations will use that, then what if they have that flexibility to target certain age group people and with people who are living in certain places? It saves them a lot. So in general, if the advertising revenue is 10 crores for a television ads, you can do this with 10 lakhs because you're targeting only less category of people, and you're targeting only, I can say, people from few places. Then you can put more on advertisement and you can get more sales. So it is what digital marketing is. Digital marketing is not like a marketing or sales. It is completely different. It is like customized way of advertising, and everyone are used to social media. So brands are using social media to target people. So if you see an ad, so if you search on something about laptops under 50,000 and suddenly you see a laptop ad, so which means you are actually being targeted by the brand So, and you are the targeted customer for them because you are the one who needs that laptop. That's the reason why you search it in Google, and simply Amazon or Flipkart show you the same ad. So it is what digital marketing is. It saves the time for brands, and it also saves the money for them, so that they can put their expenditure on some other thing, and ultimately they will land into profits. So this is an amazing way of, I can say, growing your business. So every individual needs to be in digital marketing, and that's the reason why it is the future. So every individual needs it, whether you want to grow your personal brand or business. So I think I have talked a lot. So by now, like, you understand why I said digital marketing is the future. And any other questions? And like, Vamsi is asking, can you please guide us how to place in FANG companies? Is there a way to get referrals from FANG companies? The first thing is, in general, not only FANG, there are various other companies, so which can also be added, like Microsoft. But in general, what we call FANG, like the top companies like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, we call it as a FANG. So as a fresher from a normal college, let's suppose uh, a type 3 college or type 2 college, it is difficult to enter as a fresher. And even it is difficult to get referrals because no one will actually refer a fresher from a type 3 college to that company. But there is nothing to disappoint. You can find similar pay scale companies, but which are not so famous. So one thing is, fan companies are good. The way that people work in fan companies are really good, and the productivity is also good. And there are various things that one should love to work in a fan company. But there are some drawbacks too. So it's not that every individual can enter into fan company. So they prefer only people from premier institutes. So that's a discussion again, so going on in social media, like, it's not that tier 1 college should only be preferred, tier 2 and tier 3 also be preferred. But there are, I can say, advantages and disadvantages as well. So advantage is like, if they prefer only IITs and NIT students, then ultimately we lose jobs. I mean, type 3 people will not have the scope to enter into that. But they feel only people from premier institutes have the, I can say, have the talent and have the ability to work with them. That is what they feel. But we cannot say it is 100% wrong, and we cannot say it is 100% right, because even type 3 people are also getting successful later. But as an experienced candidate, you can still enter into Google or Amazon or Microsoft, whatever it might be. And according to your question, so the first thing is, they expect data structures and algorithms. It's not that we can directly enter into a FANG company with a basics of programming language and some good percentage in your academics. It's not enough. You need to be a strong programmer, and that is what they expect. So if you're from technical background, so if you're from IT background, then ultimately you should be in a position to write code at any time and for any complex problem. So you have to make yourself comfortable to solve any kind of complex problem. That is the ability, that is a problem solving ability that they expect. So if you're good in data structures, algorithms, and if you know all the computer science concepts, and if you know a little bit of system design, so if you see a startup, you need to and you need to frame something in your mind, like this startup is working based on, I mean, this startup is using a particular database or particular backend language. You need to get that. So you need to be in such a position that by looking at the website or by looking at a particular app, you need to tell like which tech stack that is using. So you should be in such a position. So that's the reason system design is also important. So if you should focus on all these things, then as an experienced candidate, is easy to enter into FANG company. So whether it might be Google, or whether it might be, I think my voice is audible. Someone, yeah, okay, fine. So whether it might be Google, Amazon, whatever it might be, as an experienced candidate, it is easy. But the thing that you need to do is, so if you really want to work under FANG companies, don't enter into service based companies. That is what my first suggestion is. Because not only FANG companies, even most of the product based companies will not prefer candidates from service based companies for any kind of role in their companies. Because as I said, like, you are not, I mean, there is no scope to work on complex problems in service based companies. Of course you do development there, you write code there, but still companies will not prefer. So if your intention is to get into FANG, I suggest at least work for a startup after your graduation. If you're not going anywhere, no problem, you can still work there, but you need to work at least for a startup or a product based company. Then it is easy for you to apply for the jobs. And if your resume is good, you have good project experience, then ultimately you can at least get an interview call. So then if you have that skill that I've mentioned, like data structures, algorithm, system design, then ultimately you can crack. So it is not a rocket science again, you can still enter into that. But you need to dedicate a lot of time during your college time or during the time that you're currently in, so to learn and master them. And I advise people to work in startup or product company, because then only you will gain a lot of exposure and I can say real time problem solving experience. Then it is easy for you to crack any fan company. I hope I answer your question. And, and is there any other questions? I think my audio is fine now. So someone commented it. Let me check again. Okay, thanks. And someone talking about, and Tark is talking DC365 F1 work functional consultant jobs freshers. So I cannot say freshers cannot land into I can say F1 work functional consultant jobs. So there is a tool Microsoft Dynamics. I think you already know that. That's the reason why you are asking. So, but not every company prefer freshers for this role. And if you are an experienced candidate, then you can directly get a job there. But as a fresher, it is quite challenging, because not every company will prefer, and they will not expect that like freshers are good in this Microsoft Dynamics and all this stuff. Because as a functional consultant, you need some business knowledge. So at least having an experience as an intern will be really helpful. If not so, still you can apply for some small companies or startups, they will hire. But I cannot, I cannot and completely say that you will be hired in MNCs as F1 consultant. So it is somewhat difficult, I can say. But still, if you work in any other company, then it is easy for you to enter into that. So, but you should be thorough. So you should at least do an internship in a company, so to enter as a F1 consultant. And here it is, I can say it is a high paying role. So there is no doubt about that. But yeah, if you are confident on that skill, and if you have at least an internship experience or a job experience at any company, then it is easy for you to enter into a full-time role in an MNC. So yeah, I can say like F1O consultants are only popular in MNC companies, because small companies can not use it most often. So that's the reason why. So choose a small company or do an internship immediate, so in the beginning, so that it will be easy for you to enter. And someone asking how to clear huge debts. So this is the question that I mean everyone in 20s will have. So I recently made a video on like the things that we need to avoid in our 20s. So of course debt is something that we cannot avoid, so we need to be more financially aware, and we need to be financially educated too. So in our school, or I can say college days, like no one will really taught us how to be more matured in managing your personal finances. But it is something which is very important, so you should be thorough with all the money management things that you do. So starting from getting your first job to getting your first salary, to I can say clearing your I can say small education loans or whatever it might be. So most of the people will have education loans during their college. That is one debt. Or if you bought a costless item, again it's a debt. So the first thing I can suggest is avoid purchasing costly items by EMIs. It is what I feel one should avoid in their 20s, and one should be known before getting the first salary. So before getting the first salary, everyone will have dreams like, so I want to purchase something, I want to purchase this costliest laptop or costliest vehicle with my first salary or with using my credit card. But you need to avoid that. So whatever it might be. I also suggest people not to go for home loans or car loans in your early 20s, because still there is a lot of time for you. If you save and invest properly, I mean, you can buy with your own money. You don't even need a loan for that. But you need to plan your 20s very properly. Don't just tempt with, I can say, purchasing costliest items. Then, if you manage your finances well, then you don't need to ask this question like debt. Of course, every individual might be having some debt because of education loan or whatever it might be. But try to plan your finances, try to manage your spending habits. Then ultimately, you can reduce it. And someone is asking, can you guide me how can I build my career in programming after pursuing BSc in computer science? I pursued MBA in digital marketing but not happy with the major in MBA, so never have liked it. Cool. So you already studied BSc in computer science, so that's an advantage for you. So I can think, I don't think you will be taught, I can say, advanced programming concepts in your BSc. I feel it is not. So then it doesn't matter whether you studied MBA or not. You can still enter into, I can say, you can still enter and land into a programming job, but you need to know how you can actually become one. So whether it might be a service based company or product based company, firstly you need to be clear about how to land into a particular job as a software engineer. So I also made a roadmap on how to become a software engineer. You will find in my recent videos. So I will brief it again. The first thing, if you already know a programming language, try to master it. So if you master a programming language and if you know some computer science subjects at least in intermediate level, then it is easy for you to crack any service based company. And if you want to land into a high paying job or product based company, then you also need to work on data structures and algorithms. That's other thing. So you already have a PG, so according to your question, you also completed MBA, so it is easy for you to apply based on that. You can still become a web developer. And you said you pursued your MBA in digital marketing. I will not say like even in MBA you will be taught well. No, I don't think so. So mostly colleges in India, other from Tier 1 colleges, will not give you any gyan, I can say. We only need to self-taught ourselves. So that's the biggest problem. So even in digital marketing, you might need to build some websites there. So enter into any field. The first thing you need to do is enter into a startup or a product based company on any role, I can say. Even digital marketing is fine, or as in software engineer is fine, anything is fine there. If you showcase your skills there, so if you are a digital marketer, you joined in a company as a digital marketer there. If you showcase your, I can say, web development skills, so you already know web development. If you showcase that skill and if you ask your manager like I can work on programming side, then ultimately they will give you opportunities. No company will say no to that. If you I can say ask them like I want to work in a particular tech stack. But most of the people do mistake by not entering into any company because that the role is not I can say defined to them. So even I heard from many of the people like in most of the service based companies in India, the roles are very different. Some companies will hire freshers as software engineers, some companies will hire as consultants, some companies will hire as systems engineer. There are different names for that, but the work that will be done by freshers is same everywhere. The only thing that matters is the name. So don't look at that. Try to enter into a company. So if your main intention is to enter into an IT job, then enter into IT company first and try to convince your manager by exposing your skills. There are various chances that you will get. So if you enter into a good company, you will see various hackathons that are going on. You will see various side projects that are going on. You can ask your manager. So if there are vacancies or if there are I can say requirements, then ultimately you will be allowed to work there. So you can go into any field, but before that make sure you already know a particular thing that you want to go. So if you want to become a programmer, so if you want to build up your career in programming, master a programming language, master a tech like web development or Android app development or machine learning, whatever it might be. If you mastered that tech, then no one will stop you. So if you are in a company and if you feel like this tech is your favorite, then there are multiple ways to prove that you're good in the tech, and ultimately you'll get a project on that. Ultimately you can build a career too. So don't wait for I can say best job to come or best company to land into. So try to enter into a company. There you have multiple ways to prove your skills. So that is what I strongly suggest. And before that, be good with that skill. And like Pradeep is asking, I was studying BBA. What should I do after BBA? Any suggestions? So the common option is like, I don't need to say MBA is the common option, but still, if you feel, you don't want to enter into management side, then still there are various PG programs that you can do. Or you're satisfied with BBA and you don't want to study more, then ultimately you can apply for some, I can say, some jobs. But I can say something: don't enter into a full-time job just after completing BBA in normal college. So if you have completed from a B school, then it's fine. But if not, try to do an internship in a company, in a good firm. Try to do an internship. So if you want to enter into a management side, try to do an internship as a consultant intern or recruitment intern or marketing intern, finance intern. So there are various ways, because if you did an internship, then that exposure will really help you, because 3 years of your course as a BBA guy will not give you so much of knowledge that you really need from your college. So I advise doing internship. So, or MBA is fine, but MBA in local college is again like a BBA. So prepare it that way. So I feel, I strongly suggest do an internship with whatever the stream that you study and whatever the thing that you're interested in. So if you're interested in digital marketing, or if you're interested on finance side, or if you're interested in human resources or consulting, whatever it might be, do an internship on that particular area. It is not really difficult to get an internship, because already you have a degree, so many companies will offer you. So just need to pick up the right source, that's it. So then you will get a clarity. So because if I say go for MBA or go for digital marketing job or go for PG diploma, you will blindly go there, but I cannot say that it will really fits you or fits your mentality. That's the reason do an internship. So you will realize what the future of this particular thing actually is. So before getting into job, doing an internship will really favor you. So I strongly, I can say, suggest that. And how to get placed into Google, Amazon. So I already answered this question previously. The thing is, as a fresher from a type 2 or type 3 college, it is really difficult to enter into them, because they will not allow in the recruitment process until and unless you do some wonders. So the thing is, enter into any company first, brush up on all your skills. So I already made a video, many videos on how to enter into FANG or how to become a software engineer. So make sure you have all the necessary skills that you need. Once after you're, I can say, good with that, then apply for companies. As an experienced guy, it will be easy for you to enter. But I cannot say, like, as a fresher from type 3 college, even people will tell you they will hire you, but they will not. So according to me, 90% is not possible as a type 3 college entering into Amazon. Only 10%. That is some magic that you need to do. So yeah, I suggest first brush up on your skill. Then later you will find many opportunities once you know what you are actually wanted to be. So it is what I suggest. Don't, I can say, don't make yourself pressurized on not getting placed into FANG companies. There is no point in that. So you are in type 3 college and it is not possible. I know it sounds hard to say, like, type 3 or type 2 colleges will not enter into Google or Amazon. I don't like that concept, but still you can't do anything. So enter into any company, but try to brush up your skills, try to master everything. Then ultimately no one will stop you from entering them. Yeah, you can contact me on my Instagram or LinkedIn. So you can find my profiles in my description itself. So I'm available in LinkedIn and Instagram, so I'm open to all your questions, so it's not a problem. So so if I fail to answer your questions in live or in somewhere in one of my video comments or whatever it might be, so I'm available on LinkedIn and Instagram. So mostly in Instagram you'll also find my short content there and all the updates. So every day I share something or the other. It will be really helpful. And my LinkedIn, so I'm always open to adding new connections. So because, like, LinkedIn is all about networking, so building your network portfolio will also help your career, and that is what I also feel. So if you have anything to talk to me, anything to take advice from me, or if I can help with any of my colleagues or any of my known persons, if I feel that they will help you, so I will also suggest. But yeah, I will be available on LinkedIn, so anytime you can ping me with your doubts. And I feel we are done with most of the questions. And so thank you so much for joining. So I hope it's time to wind up. So yeah, thank you so much for joining this live stream. So I mean I strongly feel like I will do more live sessions kind of thing, more Q&A. So this time I can say the viewer count is less, maybe because of weekend or something. So I will try to plan maybe during 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Maybe that is the time where most of us are free. So next time, yeah, we will plan something very differently. So if possible, I will try to I can say bring some influencers or some I can say industry leaders to this live stream, so that you can you can also get some gyan from others too. So and and again, I suggest like check out my YouTube videos. So my YouTube channel is dedicated to people in 20s to take wise decisions on their career. Might be related to your money, related to your career, jobs, internships, I can say choosing career, whatever it might be, everything that you need. And not everyone will tell you. So I cover all those things, all those basic things in my channel. So thank you. And thanks, Nitin, for your wish. Does it work to enroll into any course online self-paced learning from open source to learn new concepts? And so this is the last question. So I feel everything can be learned online. So in general, I'm an Udemy instructor. I joined in Udemy as an instructor 2 years back. I also promoted my Udemy courses in my YouTube channel. But like I stopped promoting my courses and I started giving away free coupons to all my courses. The reason is everything can be learned online. So then what's the point of purchasing something for money just to obtain a certificate? I feel there is something wrong in that. That's the reason why I stopped doing Udemy courses too. So if you really want to earn money, there are various ways, but selling online courses is what I feel there is no point in that. So that's the reason why I stopped doing Udemy courses too. So I advise people to to explore different concepts across the internet for free. In YouTube you will literally find everything. The only thing that you need to is lack of patience and the basic Google search ability. That's it. A basic Google or YouTube search will solve your problem, any kind of problem, I can say. So it might be whatever the technology it is, whatever the programming language it is, whatever the skill it is, and how hard it is, it doesn't matter. So everything you can learn online for free. So I strongly advise people not to purchase any online courses or any self-paced courses, whatever it might be. So until and unless you need some hands-on experience from, and I can say, a renowned person, then until and like if you want consulting, then pay some money to a particular person, because consulting is not like teaching something. So they will share their experiences with you in person. One to one thing is good, but for learning basic things like programming language or technical courses, you don't need, actually you don't need to purchase by spending your money. Instead you can use that money to purchase any subscription, like Adobe subscription costs around 700 to 800. So you will become a graphic designer, you can do some freelancing things. So spend your money on subscriptions. Like there is an app called Canva. If you purchase Canva Pro, it will be helpful for you to design basic things. And so there are various things that you might need. So there is a Spotify Premium will allow you to, I can say, listen to various beautiful and good podcasts, I can say. They will really help you. But on purchasing online courses will not really help you. If you really want that certificate, you can print yourself multiple certificates, because all the certificates are of equal value. There is no huge value with that. Even your degree certificate, I feel the same. So don't do anything for certificate. It is my strong suggestion. Online courses will not help you to get jobs. So I don't think so. I don't think so. So because online courses are they were just like people will teach you something and that is recorded. You can get everything on YouTube too. You can get everything on some other platforms for free too. So what's the point of purchasing money? So getting jobs will not be depending on the course. It depends on, I can say, how strongly that you learned a subject, or whatever the thing that you learn. If you mastered that, and if you have some real time exposure to that, if you have built some projects on the things that you learn, then it is what help you to get a job, but not only the course, only the course part. Okay, then we'll wind up now. So thank you again. We will connect again and again. And please feel free to contact me on Instagram or LinkedIn. I'm available so to reply to all your doubts or questions. So if I'm able to reply late, then LinkedIn or Instagram is something where I can reply to you. LinkedIn is my most preferred way to connect with people. So yeah, thank you everyone. We are winding up.